Okay, so goal today is to take this Camry transmission and convert it to an MR2 transmission. So this piece is obviously different, which is a shift selector. So on the Camry, since it's front-wheel drive, it is facing on the opposite side than the MR2. So in order to do this conversion, you need this shift selector, and you also need the end cap. So got a end cap here and a shift selector from an MR2. So that essentially sits in here like this, and then your end cap's gonna go and fill the hole here. Okay, so we're gonna have to drill this out. So I've turned the transmission, so I'll be able to drill from this end, as there's already kind of a guide in place. So first step, you gotta take this sucker out, the shift selector. You're gonna have to pull this guy out in order to slide it out. So undo those bolts, take this guy out, and you can pull this out. And I don't really think I'm going to have a use for this moving forward, but anyway, that'll go with the parts bin. And yeah, then you're looking inside your transmission. So we're gonna have to drill that hole. I went and I bought 15 millimeter or 19/32 drill bit, and that is the width of the shift selector. And since there's already a hole for that, it basically is a guide, so you just have to keep drilling that further. The other problem is obviously getting shavings into the rest of the transmission, so I'm going to try to come up with a way to block that off. Alright, so that's what your 15 millimeter bit looks like. Pretty large. I think I can get away with a normal length here, just because of the drill head is going to go inside the trans before it bottoms out, so it'll bottom out up here. So I think I'll be through before that. I put a rag in here, hoping to kind of grab any shavings, at least at the edge, before I can vacuum them out. There is a bearing in there, which from what I've read, they didn't really mention removing it. So I'm gonna see if I can get away with it. If not, I'll try to find another one of those bearings or another junkyard motor. But yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get away with just drilling through the center, have a real steady hand, and we'll see what happens. All right. Wish me luck. Try to hold this centered. Find center. Okay, take two. I got a little weirded out by something, but it was just the bit. So all right. we are making progress. We're through. All right. Bing, bang, boom. All right, now I just want to do another vacuum and try to get the little last pieces, see what's up with this bearing, and go from there. Well, that worked really good. I don't see any metal shavings in there. So, sweet. So far, I feel like this is better than expected, because this is a first for me. So, all right, let's just wipe this down a little bit and flip it on over probably. Oh, a little leakage, but so there's my hole. Looks like maybe it wasn't 100% straight. Yeah, looks like it's maybe off a smidge. I'm gonna take a little bit more off that way. Put a little bit of oil on there, see if it goes in. Nice. Sweet. Might flip it around just to give it a look from inserting it from the other side, like it would actually be installed as. So, all right, we are in. All right, so next step is this 28mm, and that's so you can put the factory bushing, or sorry, not bushing, factory seal in here. So then you won't have anything leaking out. So yeah, this is next. Well, curious how this one's gonna go. All right, so this is also gonna be pretty rogue. Hopefully we can get it pretty straight. I can always kind of come back in with a Dremel and clean it up if need be. But yeah, I'm gonna just go in little by little with this because you don't want to go too far because it kind of thins out here. So just kind of enough where this seal sits into this piece. So that's the goal. Just gonna kind of eyeball it, just do a little by little. And like I said, if I have to use a Dremel and kind of clean it up at the end, then so be it. But yeah, worth a shot. Can always swap cases if I totally ruin it. So let's see. Oh, geez. Might need to do some better bracing here. Kind of eyeball. I'm starting to get what I think is close. A little under a half. And this thing is a little over a half inch. So yeah, probably pretty close. Probably gonna do just a smidge more, just clean it up a little bit, and probably about there. To plug this hole while I was drilling it, I just took some of my earplugs that I had laying around, and I just squished 3 of them down in the hole, and yeah, seemed to work pretty good to keep all the shavings out. So yeah, I think that should work. I think it should be able to get that seal in there. And worst case scenario, if it's a smidge loose, because I might have made this hole slightly bigger than the bit just from it moving a little, I think I should be able to kind of RTV that, just to make it nice and tight, and yeah, I think we should be good. So I pretty much just gotta order one of those factory seals from Toyota and throw this thing back together. Cool. I'm gonna pop these guys out. Yep. Alright, got the end cap on, got the shift selector in. Just a little bit of crap on here. And yeah, it's tight, it's not hitting on the edges, which was the key. So yeah, and there's a little bit of daylight all the way around it, so sweet, we're golden. Stoked.